two major players in healthcare, but only one can truly stand out: Molina Healthcare versus Clover Health. Which one really delivers? On one side, we have Molina, known for its broad coverage and long-standing reputation. On the other, Clover Health, the tech-driven newcomer aiming to shake things up. Let's skip the marketing talk and focus on what genuinely matters to you. We'll compare them across key categories and tally the points so you can see who comes out on top. And trust me, the result might just surprise you. So here's our game plan for this comparison. We're going to look at price and value, coverage options, the technology experience, the quality of care, and then where and how widely you can actually get these plans. Ready? Let's get into the details. First up, price and value. Molina comes out swinging here. They're known for keeping their premiums really low, especially if you're looking at Medicaid. They've built this niche offering affordable coverage to people who honestly need it most. The catch, they're not everywhere, so you gotta check if they're even in your state. Now, Clover Health, okay, they've got some decent Medicare Advantage pricing, but it's a little less predictable. Sometimes they're a steal, sometimes costs bounce around, and their network is definitely on the smaller side. So yeah, Molina totally takes this round if budget is your top concern. Next up, coverage options. Molina, they've got a super broad catalog: Medicaid, Medicare, even some marketplace stuff. It's made for folks who need options, especially if you're lower income or maybe need something non-traditional. The downside is, if you're after commercial plans, you'll need to look elsewhere. Clover, on the other hand, keeps things focused. It's all about Medicare Advantage, but with some clever, somewhat quirky extras tossed in. You don't get Medicaid or marketplace options from them at all, though. So, overall, Molina just gives you more paths to choose from. Now, let's talk tech. This is where things take a turn. With Molina, you get a totally standard member portal which, does the job but nothing crazy. Meanwhile, Clover, okay, this is what they're known for, the Clover Assistant. It's like this AI tool for doctors, and their apps and telemedicine are actually pretty modern and slick. It's not rolled out everywhere just yet, but when it works, it actually feels ahead of the pack. So with tech, Clover runs laps around Molina. Oh, and here's something cool you might not have known. Molina actually started as a single clinic for low-income families way back in 1980. Talk about humble beginnings. Moving on to quality of care. Both of these have their bragging rights and their baggage. Molina's plans are NCQA accredited, and they've got some solid relationships with local providers, but not every state gives them stellar ratings. Clover, though, they're trying to really leverage data for better care, and some of their local plans are actually top-notch. Still, as a company, their reputation isn't fully built out across the country yet. So with quality, it's honestly a toss-up right now. Reach and availability. This is honestly a biggie. Molina, they're practically everywhere for Medicaid and Medicare, with millions of members in their back pocket. Not gonna lie, plan quality does jump around depending on where you live, but if you want something that's available in most places, it's hard to beat Molina. Clover, meanwhile, is still the new kid on the block, expanding, sure, but only in a handful of states for now. So Molina sweeps this category with ease. If you put these two head-to-head visually, you'd see Molina absolutely dominates on price, reach, and overall options. Clover pops out mainly on the tech and digital front. There's a noticeable spread in their focus. So here's the bottom line. If you want affordable coverage and need that Medicaid or Medicare net to be as wide as possible, Molina is honestly the safer bet. But if you're looking at Medicare Advantage and you really want super modern tech that supports your doctor, Clover is actually a pretty interesting choice. It just depends what matters most in your healthcare journey. If this helped your decision, definitely stick around. I'll be breaking down even more insurance companies soon. Follow so you don't miss out.